Ukrainians have endured relentless suffering in the face of Russia's barbaric assault. But 4 years after the illegal full-scale invasion began, let's look at what the numbers from the front line actually tell us. In 2023, Russia gained 0% of Ukraine's territory. In 2024, 0.5%. In 2025, 0.8%. And today, even including all the land they annexed illegally back in 2014, Russia controls less than 20% of Ukraine. After hundreds of thousands of assaults and over 1 million casualties from the Russian side, the front line has hardly moved since the end of 2022. Unable to achieve battlefield breakthroughs, Russia is bombarding critical civilian infrastructure in the hopes of breaking Ukrainian morale during a brutal winter. In Kiev, electricity outages typically last between 4 to 7 hours, while frontline regions currently face up to 14 hours a day without electricity. Temperatures drop to minus 20 degrees centigrade. That's the cold homes with no heating, limited water access where pumps rely on electricity, hospitals running on backup generators, children's schooling interrupted. And according to UN reporting, 2025 was the deadliest year for civilians in Ukraine since 2022. Over 2,000 were killed and more than 9,000 injured. But here's what Russia has miscalculated: Ukrainian resolve. After 4 years of full-scale war, Ukrainians are still fighting for the right to determine their own future. The UK stands resolutely with Ukraine, and we've backed that commitment with action. First, we're cracking down on the Kremlin's war machine. We've sanctioned Russia's largest oil majors, including Rosneft and Lukoil, worth billions to Putin's war effort. To date, the UK has sanctioned over 3,000 targets, clamping down on those fueling Russia's military machine. Russia has lost more than $450 billion due to international sanctions. And last month, their oil and gas revenues hit their lowest level since July 2020. Second, in defence support, the UK has committed $3 billion in military aid to Ukraine every year until the end of the decade, for as long as it takes. And third, we're helping Ukrainians through this brutal winter. UK funding has already helped over 1 million people this winter, supporting vital emergency repairs. We've dispatched 59 UK-funded generators across Ukraine to ensure the continuity of water supply and heating to those most in need. Altogether, the UK has committed up to £1.2 billion to fund humanitarian, energy, stabilisation, reform, recovery and reconstruction programmes. This isn't just the right thing to do, but necessary and vital support. So where do things stand after 4 years? Russia expected a quick victory, but instead it's gained little at the cost of over 1 million casualties. That's more casualties than every other war fought by Russia and indeed the Soviet Union since World War II, including Afghanistan and Chechnya, combined and multiplied by 5. Alongside our international allies, we will continue to give Ukraine our ironclad support. We'll drive forward momentum for peace to ensure Russia is never able to invade again. The numbers tell the real story, and it's not the story that Russia expected.